Nobody seems to know how to control this. Guess we're just holding on until transplant.
The woes in the ED in the middle of the night.
Hey,
on
we
the weekend
kept
at the
their daylight
boot.
hours though.
Oh, yeah, that's the first. But it's still the weekend. Or approaching the weekend.
It's always Fridays usually.
Yeah. It's technically Friday now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday morning.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, yesterday I woke up with a low-grade fever. That's not necessarily abnormal for me at all. I look like I was drugged through the streets. Anyways, as the day went on, it just kept getting higher and higher. Once it got to 103, I went to the emergency room. They've taken blood cultures. I've been here for forever now. They started Rosefin. My fever is breaking a little bit now. They're doing a CT. I don't even know. Like, I can't even think right now. Yeah. And my dad was supposed to go to Florida. So, Selena dropped him off at the airport. And then we kept getting notification that his flight was delayed. And it was delayed 3 different times to the point where he didn't even go. And then this happened. But the cultures have been growing for over 12 hours. And nothing's resulted yet. That we were in that ER for 24 hours. Almost exactly. It was crazy in there. And not contagious stuff. Just, they said everyone was just coming in with wonky health-related complications going on. I have a kidney stone. That's not why I'm here, but that was something that they found.
So you're extra.
And ironically, one of the patients in the ER near me, I could overhear them, and he had a kidney stone, and then he had a heart attack. I guess trying to pass it or something, which is horrible. And then after that, then when they got another patient near me, it was a lady, and she also had a kidney stone. It's a day for kidney stones. My temperature was 103 when I got to the ER. It came back again last night before the next dose of antibiotic. The 48-hour mark will be tonight around 8. We can't rule out sepsis until, I would say, 72 hours. But no, typically things grow between 24 and 48. I typically grow the same bugs each time. One being Serratia, and that takes 12 hours each time I've had it. I've had Enterobacter a couple times as well, and that was less than 24 hours. That grew in 16. We just started running phosphorus. Every time I run fever, I have a phosphorus problem. Once my colon was removed, colon holds, regulates that, and without it, my phosphorus doesn't stay up. So I'm having a phosphorus infusion, and then I'm getting blood. It took 6 hours to run the phosphorus infusion, and now I am finally getting my blood. I received leukocyte-reduced, irradiated, packed red blood cells. Well, the first time I was ever given irradiated blood, it was because they were petrified of a blood reaction, and apparently there's less of a chance of a transfusion reaction if you have irradiated blood. But now I have to have irradiated blood because I am 54 days on the transplant list, and if I receive a blood transfusion that's not irradiated, it could potentially cause my body to develop antibodies that would cause problems with rejection and transplant. From a mass health standpoint, I tolerate blood better than I do IV iron. From what I've noticed, there are some patients that are like that. Others, they tolerate iron better than blood. But my hemoglobin has dropped so much from during this, whatever it is, because we're almost 48 hours up now on since my cultures were taken, and it's still not growing a thing.
Spread this around. Locate our vein. You see it over there. And then we're going to go transversely. So instead of us being like this, we're now going to turn and find our vein this way. And on our screen, it'll go from left to right. If I can see the actual catheter inside your vein. Here, you see that line? See how there's a top and a bottom? And it terminates right here. When I flush, that area opens and expands because of the volume that I flush through it. But we're looking at, instead of us looking at it, your vein like this, we're now looking at it as a cross section. So now we can determine that that is in place and it's okay.
This is our favorite board game. It's called Sequence.
We gotta play for money. I'm for real. We can just PayPal at each other.
I'm not a gambler.
Oh, I am. It's so much fun.
So you can see how people get addicted
Oh, yeah.
with
if I
the
were
slot
rich,
machines.
my fingers would be so dirty with the quarters. I'm CP.
Take a
Can't
nap.
see straight.
That's when everyone's gonna come in.
Yeah, no, they like to come in at 6 in the morning when you're really sleeping good.
Yeah, you got the residents who come in at 6 something in the morning and wake me up. And I
no
say this,
useful
and I say this respectfully, but they come in and then they expect to receive useful information, but yet you can't even talk to them appropriately because you're so tired you can't hold your eyes open. Yet they want to come in
Can't even
and
form
try
a
to.
sentence.
So I don't know what kind of information they're expecting to convey
Miss Perry,
to the attending.
how are you
after this.
feeling? They have to learn.
Yeah, I get that.
They have to put themselves in the patient's shoes.
Yeah, like I'm
Maybe
tired.
they really don't want you to respond. They just want to say, check that box that they've been in this room.
So around 7 p.m. tonight, it will officially have been 72 hours since my cultures have been growing. So far, there's still no growth. I've been running low-grade fevers every day, just about. Typically provoked when I put anything in my mouth, like take my medications. Because I take 2 PO medications, and if I skip those for numerous days, then the fevers will go away for most of the time. But this time, I mean, I have to take some of the medications because one of them is my liver medication that keeps my liver in check, or I'll go back into liver failure again. So I can't skip too long of those, even though there is no growth. The specialists anyway just say I have micro amounts of bacteria that's escaping from my gut, but my body is fighting it off, so it's not actually spreading to my bloodstream yet. But it's enough that my body's in that constant immune response 24/7. Because normally I'll avoid these big episodes unless I eat or drink something. And this time I really haven't tried that, so that's why this isn't good that it's occurring when I haven't even done anything to provoke this. I haven't even tried in a long time to eat or drink because now we understand, but when I was still trying to eat or drink, this would happen every single time. And sometimes it would turn into sepsis, and then sometimes it wouldn't. Nobody seems to know how to control this. Guess we're just holding on until transplant. I'm getting discharged tomorrow on a few more days of antibiotics. Then we'll see how long it stays at bay. I am receiving phosphorus again now. I had a bag yesterday, but my level did not budge from that one bag. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm discharged if this doesn't get a handle on it, because my home health company can't provide additional phosphorus. It's on shortage, And so my TPN phosphorus has been cut in half. And normally that is okay. However, my body's angry right now and is requiring more. My potassium is low, so I'm getting a bag of that after the phosphorus.
Peace out, blog people.